thing I want to say is, yes, I did laugh at Belal Muhammad striking because he is a reactionary striker in the past. But the one thing that Belal Muhammad did very well was he did not give the sniper an opportunity to set up the 50 cal sniper to land that perfect shot. Now, if you look at some of the guys who need time to set up their striking, Edson Barboza is another good example. When Edson Barboza fought Khabib Nurmagomedov, Khabib didn't give him the opportunity to set up the sniper. He just bum rushed him and took him down and just started mauling him. And that's essentially what Belal Muhammad did. He went right out the fight, right out the start, right off the rip. He runs across the distance, gets in the void, and grabs the gloves, starts grabbing the gloves, and gets in an uncomfortable position where Leon Edwards wasn't comfortable, right? Leon Edwards started blocking like this, and that's when the uppercut came through. Once he got here, I felt like Leon Edwards was in a limbo land, right? Instead of going like this, he could have came forward and clinch, fighting the clinch game. Or he could have dropped down and did a shot. Or he could have just, like when somebody closes that distance, you have a couple options. He closes the void. He's in the void. He grabs my gloves. I can either come over the top and elbow or clinch him or shoot. Don't let him shoot first. You shoot, and you ensue in the wrestling exchange. But Belal Muhammad took advantage of getting close, shutting him down, grabbing the gloves, elevation change, out grappling Leon Edwards. Once he got the back and did the body triangle, then it's pretty much it's very hard to get out of a body triangle. If you have grappled before, I have been in a body triangle. It's just fucking hard to get out of. It just truly is, especially if the guy is a super good grappler. And then another key thing that Belal did very well is that when he was trying to take down Leon Edwards against the cage, instead of having the body lock over his waist or his butt, he switched to the groin toss throw. It's basically where you take your hands, you unlock them, and you go between the groin, and you just lift up. It's a lot easier to lift them up because you're lifting up the balls. You're lifting them up right from the chode, and he spiked Leon Edwards on his head. Now, in one championship, that would have been a foul. He would have been disqualified, but in UFC, you're allowed to do it. He spikes him. Now, we don't know if Leon Edwards got concussed or whatnot, but it seemed like Leon Edwards couldn't get his game going, which is his striking game. Now, Leon Edwards did have some good moments in the fight where he would reverse, come on top of Belal Muhammad. That's where he did the most damage in the fight at the very end of the fight when it was a little bit too late. But he was able to reverse, get out of that position, and land that elbow. Another key thing that I talked about going into this fight is that if Leon Edwards starts to doubt himself, which he has in the past when he fought Kamaru Usman the second time, you have to have the cornerman, come on, get your shit together. We saw the exact same thing. The cornermen were being very chaotic to where you look at the other side of the fence where Belal Muhammad's guys are like, dude, you got this, mijo. You got this. Don't give him any distance. Don't give him any space. And then more activity in the hands and take him down. You had two opposites of the sides where one guy is being, he's doubting himself. You have the cornerman, this guy's yelling at him, then this guy's yelling at him, get your shit together. The other side, you have the other guy, he's having a fucking cup of tea, and they're calling him mijo. You got this, mijo. You got this. I think that was a big factor going into the fight. And Leon Edwards said at the end of the fight, he goes, I'm just tired. I'm just tired. Heavy the crown wears a champion. Right? I might have said that wrong, but you guys get the gist of it. I felt like Leon Edwards was starting to come in his own hometown. It's 5:35 in the morning. It's fucking late. I just felt Belal Muhammad did an amazing job executing his game plan, getting across the void, getting his hands on Leon Edwards. And if Belal was going to win this fight, this is how I predicted he was going to win the fight, even though I went with Leon Edwards. When I'm doing these predictions, I believe any one of these guys can win the fight, right? It's just a matter of who's going to be able to execute the game plan and be able to capitalize on what's happening in the fight. Another thing that was very interesting in that Belal Muhammad versus Leon Edwards fight, Leon Edwards got outstruck by Belal Muhammad. So here's the thing. All the people out there who have fought, when you fight somebody, there's a rhythm to fighting. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 6, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, bop, 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 bop. It's like cadence of a drum. Right? Da, 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 da. When you fight somebody who doesn't have rhythm, who's very unorthodox, they're actually harder to fight because their timing is not normal. You feint with them and then they're so much slower than you, then it's like they just don't react correctly. So I've sparred guys like this. There's a guy at a gym I used to spar. I'm not going to say his name. He had no rhythm and he was a lot slower than I was, but he would hit me a lot more than I would hit him because his rhythm was just so unorthodox. Even Bibiano Fernandez, he goes, DJ, he goes, I spar this guy and he's hitting me way more than when I'm fighting somebody else who has good stand-up and good rhythm. It's because his cadence is a very off beat. It's not a very good rhythmic beat. And that's what Belal Muhammad was doing against Leon Edwards. He would run across the void, and then he would do these shots, boom, boom. And then Leon Edwards would go lateral, and he'll go boom, left hand, right hand. He'll go left hand, right. And then Leon Edwards would circle back. Then he would run across the void again, grab the gloves, jab, jab. And when it starts changing, the punches are going wild. But it's that constant pressure and that unorthodox style of the striking that got Leon Edwards off his game, I feel like. So, but shout out to Belal Muhammad. I did not think he was going to get done. I thought Belal was going to be enough to outstrike Leon Edwards, but I knew Belal Muhammad would have the grappling exchange against Leon Edwards. Now,